Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt, and this is a performance review of the Nike Air Max Stutter Step 1. The predecessor of this shoe has come out already, but this is all I got right now, so I'm just going to review this. Starting off at the bottom, it has a herringbone, sort of multi-directional. It's only multi-directional in parts. Here it's just regular old herringbone. Has the Nike logo there. Max Air. Don't know why it didn't say Air Max, but maybe somebody else out there knows and they can inform me in the comments. It doesn't have a really big outrigger, and a thing that's happened to me a few times is I've made a cut or I've came back down and I've rolled my ankle, which I haven't heard anybody else really talking about that, which maybe that's just me. And it's weird because I really enjoy bowling in a low profile shoe, like a low top or a really light mid. I'm sorry. But moving on to the cushioning, which is probably the least enjoyable part about the shoe, because overall this is a pretty good shoe for the price, right now especially. So, it has file on here, no zoom in the front, Air Max unit in the back, and the good thing about this Phylon, like it's cushiony. It's actually like a soft, but in the front it's really dense. It's more mushy in the back. But maybe that's because I don't make many heel strikes and stuff, and it hasn't really firmed up. But here it has some contours on it, kind of like Lunarlon in the Nike and the older Lunarlon shoes, which it compresses nicely on heel strikes, but really they lacked on the forefoot, and they did that on the Stutter Step too. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is aimed at a big man, so I really, for my position, like what I usually try and play, like how I play, I regret the shoe, but for a lot of people out there, like big men, they will really enjoy the shoe. But moving on to the upper, it has a synthetic leather on the toe and on the mid guard, and then back here, it's another synthetic leather, just of a different color. And then here we have the fuse with a smaller fuse and then mesh here. And this is what they call a dynamic fit system, which on the inside, if you can see there, it has two little things that you can pull out. It's kind of like a cheaper version of Flywire. And on the heel, on the inside, there's a internal heel counter. It's a really small one, but it gives you what you need. And in here there's a little shank plate that you can't see, but it's not visible. And then overall breathability, you know, for me, I'm not really the type of person to really sweat a lot in their shoes, but these, it's a 3/4 booty, and on the inside it's just pure it's just a pure material, and it's not really a mesh all the way through, so heat doesn't really escape that well out of this shoe. And back to the upper though, it does take a long break in time, at least for me. And these, on this shoe, every time I'd make a lateral cut, my toe would grind up in here, and it would really hurt after a while. But I tried a bunch of different things. I tried shaking out the insole, which that's another thing you can't do. You can't really take it out, it's glued down pretty hard. So I just bought a cheap one, like a thin one, put it on top of there, and I played in it, and it didn't really help much. So, because it made the grinding worse, but the cushion better. So I said I'd rather just make more heel strikes and have my toe hurt less, because at least I can prevent like hurting and my back injury, and like back getting hurt and stuff. But overall for the ratings, traction 10, really good traction, just no matter what kind of court, dusty court, wood court, like good condition, outdoors, because I hooped in these in the summer, outdoors, and they were really holding up well. And onto the cushion, I'd have to give it a 4. I really don't like it. It's really bad. Like, it's not the worst out there. Like, it's not the worst, but it's really not that good. For the upper, since I had such a hard time with it, I'll give it a 6 because once you break into it, it's really good. Plus you have these flex grooves here, which they're deep, and the shoe does flex well, and it doesn't flex on here, so. Oh, I think I just broke the internal. Yeah, I just broke it. Oh well. But these, overall, for what I think they're going for now, $50. Or you could just spend the $80 and get the newer shoe with the better breathability. That's my main thing with this. Cushioning and breathability. I feel like for the price though, it's a really good shoe. But compared to what they have out there now, like a low cut shoe like the KB Mentality, which is only like $100, I'd rather spend a little bit extra money and get the drop-in midsole for the Lunar Lawn and Zoom, and just have basically a cheaper version of the Kobe 8, which is one of my all-time favorite hoop shoes, than this. But that's just me. Any big player, you'd love this shoe. Now I'll just give you a quick 360 of the shoe. This has been Matt, signing out.